Assalamu alaikum, Islam to all the more. Shalom, everyone. Welcome to the free Astro Theology course. I am Dr. Yasafa. Our course textbook is The Astrology of the Old Testament, The Lost Word Regained, published in 1892, and the author is Carl Anderson. So we're going to pick it back up on chapter 14. Okay. Chapter 14 begins on 172, page 172, but we're not going to start there. Okay, we're going to start with Virgo, and you'll see why shortly. We're going to start at page 175. Page 175, we're going to start with Virgo. Virgo is the Virgin Mother or the Virgin Maiden. Is that correct? Absolutely. Now, take note the page number. 175. 1 plus 7 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 12 constellations plus 1 Escheat and Sun equals 13. 12 apostles and 1 JC, the Christ figure, equals 13. The number 13, we have been duped into a superstition that it's a bad luck number. But when in fact, 13 is the number for perfect rulership. Perfect rulership. Okay? So, our Father who art in heaven, holy be thy name. Let your kingdom come. The root in kingdom has to do with zoo, animals. The Zodiac. The root in Zodiac is zoo. Zoad, animals. Okay? Let your kingdom come, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So the precision of that all of the heavenly bodies and what else is happening there is all moving precisely as it's supposed to, okay? And it cannot be stopped. So what JC was saying is that the same precision should be done on earth amongst mankind, all right? That's one. 2. Christianity in this instance, we're not dealing with religion. Okay, we are dealing with government powers. Okay, government powers. Let me tell you why. Because one, we're dealing with the sixth house. With the sixth house, we're not dealing with a man or a woman or even a mythological story about a man or a woman. So let's go into our Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1836, between the Moroccan Empire and the United States for North America, 1836. You see, this is an official copy from the Library of Congress. All right, y'all see the seal? Y'all see that? Here's the stamp from the Library of Congress. Okay, everybody see that? There's the stamp. Take a look at the document. I got this from enforcetheconstitution.org. Okay, everybody see that? Okay, so this is the official treaty, and it is an active treaty. And here's the seal from our empire, the Moroccan Empire, Morocco. Everybody see that? Okay. So if you haven't watched the lesson I did yesterday, I think it's number 82 in this series, go back and watch that. All right, astrology, mathematics, specifically geometry, 0 to 9, back to 0. Nature, this is our culture, okay? So let's go to Article 24. so that I can show you that we're dealing with government, commerce, and power when we talk about Christianity, okay? So Article 24, this is how it reads. Well, let me show it first. And by the way, I'm working on getting set up to do screen share, but it looks like I'm going to have to buy a laptop in order to screen share. So I'm going to have to spend some money. Y'all want to help me out so I don't have to carry the whole load, you can make a donation to my Patreon account or my PayPal account. Okay, the links are, or on my website. The links are in the description area of the video. So let's begin. Article 24 reads, if any differences shall arise by either party, that's parties to the treaty, the Moroccan Empire or the United States for North America, the foreign United States, if any differences shall arise by any party infringing on any of the articles of this treaty, peace and harmony shall remain notwithstanding in the fullest force until a friendly application shall be made for an arrangement. So those of you who are going through all of the affidavits, all of the writs that are on enforcetheconstitution.org, you guys are going to see this expression, application for an arrangement. Consul General Maurice L. Used that in one of his writs, okay, when he was unlawfully kidnapped. Okay, so the point is that this is an active treaty and it has power. It has power, and you can see that power when you go through the paperwork. It's right there, free. enforcetheconstitution.org. You can download it and study and get yourself educated, okay? So let's continue. And until that application shall be rejected, no appeal shall be made to arms. Y'all notice it said arms and not G-U-N-S? Which is the language we should use, right? Arms. And if a war shall break out between the parties, 9 months shall be granted to all the subjects of both parties to dispose of their effects and retire with their property. So nobody is supposed to steal anybody or come up with an excuse to take some other party's effects or their property, right? Y'all see that? And 9 months, you got 9 months to get your stuff together and go. That's harmonic with nature. The mother is pregnant for 9 months, okay? And then the baby comes out. Y'all see that? It was made harmonic with nature. The gestation period, right? Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, so let's keep it going. And it is further declared that whatever indulgence in trade or otherwise shall be granted to any of the Christian powers. Trade, that's commerce. Or otherwise shall be granted, that means we gave it to them, or we're willing to give it to them, shall be granted to any of the Christian powers. The citizens of the United States shall be equally entitled to them. And notice that the citizens of the United States is lowercase, not capitalized. We capitalize corporations, okay? So here we are, Christian powers. So do y'all see that? So we're dealing with Constantinian Christians, y'all. These are political powers masquerading as something that they're not. Okay? So you might want to, hold on. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. How's that? Can y'all see that? So we're dealing with Christian powers, political parties, governments, military. But y'all been sweet talked so much. Most of you probably still cannot accept this. All right? Christianity is a military operation. At its essence, okay? Whether you realize that or not. But anyway, let's keep it going. This is where it gets good. So remember, we're dealing with the number 13. That's perfect rulership from the Christian's point of view, not yours. That means that the Christian has perfect, or the Christian powers rather, has perfect, which means complete, rulership or domination of you. Let me show you that. Yeah, I had to redo the video because I was talking to myself. The live stream wasn't working. All right, so Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Take a look. So Elohim does not mean capital G-O-D. Elohim means significant, one, magistrate, someone who has power, someone who has influence. Okay, for example, like the CEO of a company, a magistrate, a preacher, a rabbi, a Moreh, Moshe, a general, anybody who has influence, okay? But especially a magistrate. It could be a messenger or an angel, okay? So it says here, and Elohim, and the magistrate, and the influential ones, because remember, it's plural. And Yaqub and his 12 feminine geneticists blessed them. These are the beings that were created in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. So Yaqub and his team blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. And according to C.M. Bay, that's exactly what they did. They procreated so much and so quickly that it overwhelmed the Moors. Their population just exploded and we couldn't do anything with them, according to C.M. Bay, right? Listen to what it says. Yaqub and his team said, be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it. What does it mean to subdue? Well, let's take a look at subdue. I used to teach this years ago in my class, and y'all should know that this creature that was created in the lab by Yaqub, this is the Han Uman. Subdue, to bring under control by physical force, persuasion, psychic attacks, or other means. Is it clear? Let's see what we get out of the American Heritage Dictionary. Y'all can also look this up in the interlinear if you know what it is. Okay, subdue. Subdue. To reduce the force of something, so reduce the force or the power of something or someone. In other words, weaken them. Or to prevent something from existing or developing. That's called genocide if you're talking about man, right? Haven't we seen that in history, and aren't we experiencing that in this present day, y'all? Aren't we? Some people call it the Inquisition. Let's see what else. To bring a person or group under control by using force. By using force. Okay? Well, for example, the policy enforcers terrorize people in the urban areas, shoot them down in the street like animals, terrorize you mentally, right? Bring you down mentally. Then you watch that, and your heirs watch that, damage you psychologically, right? Put you in a state of fear, panic, give you, what is it called? PSD. Okay, y'all? Anyway, so let's go back to the verse. Okay, so be fruitful, increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature. That would include the autochthonous Moors, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And rule over every living creature that moves on the ground. But the word they use in that text is Goyim. All right, so they reduced the Moors to being Goyim, cattle. Okay, y'all? Anyway, let's keep it going. Back to page 175, the sixth house, which is Virgo, the Virgin Mary. The sixth house relates to all men servants or maid servants, day laborers, galley slaves, all small cattle, the Goyim, as hogs, sheeple, deer, goats, hares, rabbits, all loss of grain from such. Y'all see that? So this is dealing with what? Stateless persons, bondmen and bondwomen, and commerce. Christianity is commerce. These are people who have nothing, meaning they have no inheritance, so they need to go out and either get a job, day laborers, right? Or they're in bondage. They're in bondage. Be it forced labor with absolutely no compensation for life, or indentured servitude. Y'all see that? In other words, employment contracts. Listen, it continues. The sixth house relates to all delays and detentions of all kinds. We read about that in the treaty, right? We read about delays and detentions in the treaty. Hold on, let me see if I can find where that is for you. Give me 1 second. Article 22. Here's an example. The property shall be delivered to him without interruption. There's another. Okay. One second, y'all. Okay, Article 18, it says, and no other person whatever shall be injured, nor shall the ship or cargo incur any penalty or damage whatever. Let me keep going. Maybe it's Article 6, y'all. I gotta hold on, y'all. Maybe it's Article 6. Yeah, here we Article 6. Yeah, Article 6. They shall be immediately released. Should I read the whole article? Or do y'all get the point? Delays and detentions of all kinds. So that's addressed in the treaty. Give me 1 second. Article 3, it says, without any attempt being made to take or detain them. Now, I'm not reading the entire article. I want to show y'all that it's there. You can go back and read it yourself, okay? Well, let me read it. Article 3. If either party shall be at war with any nation, whatever, and take a prize belonging to that nation, and there shall be found on board subjects or effects, that's property and belonging to either of the parties, the subjects shall be set at liberty, and the effects return to the owners. And if any goods belonging to any nation with whom either of the parties shall be at war shall be loaded on vessels belonging to the other party, they shall pass free and unmolested. Okay? You go. No reason to delay you, no reason to search you. You cannot do that. It's a violation of your treaty rights. Cannot stop you for anything. No questioning, no nothing, no nothing. Okay? It says they shall pass free and unmolested without any attempt being made to take or detain them. That's Article 3. Article 4. A signal or pass shall be given to all vessels belonging to both parties, by which they are to be known when they meet at sea. And if the commander of a ship of war of either party shall have other ships under his convoy, the declaration or commander shall alone be sufficient to exempt any of them from examination. All right? So no need to delay, and you cannot delay or detain. Okay? It's a violation of our treaty rights. Hold on. Okay, Article 6. If any more shall bring citizens of the United States or their effects to His Majesty, the citizens shall immediately be set at liberty. Okay? And the effects restored. And in a like manner, if any more, not a subject of these dominions, shall make prize of any of the citizens of America or their effects, and bring them into any of the ports of His Majesty, they shall be immediately released, as they will then be considered as under His Majesty's protection. Okay, Article 7. If any vessel of either party shall put into port of the other, port, that's commerce, right? Policy enforcer pulls you over, now that's a port to do commerce, and he's going to make you an offer. Article 7. If any vessel of any party shall put into port of the other and have occasion for provisions or supplies, they shall be furnished without any interruption or molestation. Article 8. I'm not going to read this one, okay? She shall be at liberty to land and reload her cargo without paying any duty whatever. Article 9. She shall be compelled to land her cargo, but shall remain in tranquility, remain in peace, until the commander shall think proper to proceed on his voyage. Okay, y'all? But anyway, y'all can keep going through this and find other stuff. In Article 10 also, Christian power in Article 10. If any vessel of either parties shall have an engagement with the vessel belonging to any of the Christian powers. And notice how they use gun. It says here, within gunshot of the forts of the other. So we bear arms, okay? We have arms, but it uses GUN in terms of distance, right? Within gunshot of the fort of the other, okay? Anyway, so y'all see the point. We're dealing with commerce, okay? Commerce and Christian powers, government. Delays. So the sixth house, Virgo, is involved in delays and detentions of all kinds. And we just went over some situations where delays may take place, and these things are unlawful according to our treaty. Okay, y'all? Y'all see how this is harmonic with nature? Yeah. Y'all see that? All right. See, our culture. Okay? But you never know this until you study astrology and astrotheology. So let's continue. Of the sickness of the native, that would be the aboriginal or the autochthonous Moor, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, who is who is the substance and subject matter of the law, and the rightful heir to all land, all water, well, all resources, all land, all resources, all commerce, all contracts. Okay? Is ours. Or querent. Querent is a person who asks a question, especially an astrologer. All right? And it's not hocus pocus, newspaper, astrology. No, remember, we're dealing with electromagnetism. Okay, the same way your cell phone, or your mobile phone, laptop, smart devices deals with electromagnetism and information that's embedded in it that gets processed by your device, okay? So that it makes sense. Now, let's continue. Whether it is curable or not, that's a disease. Any sickness of the autochthonous Moors, whether curable or not, whether long or short, whether acute or chronic. For example, whether like someone has asthma for years, okay? Or someone has a cold or the flu or a stomach ache for 1 or 2 days, okay? Likewise to farmers and tenants. Likewise to farmers and tenants. Now, a farmer is involved in agriculture. If he's on his own land and he has a lloydial title or aboriginal title, he owes no corporation, he owes no landlord, nothing is his. That's his birthright. But what's the word, y'all? Sice. I keep forgetting this word. Sice. But if someone comes in, a stranger, and through force or trickery, he has to cough up his land. What's that word, y'all? I don't remember. I'll think of it. But this is what the foreigners did. This is what the colonizers did. All right, and not all of them were pale faces. Many of them were European Moors. Many of them were European Moors. Okay, when this whole thing went down, it was a family feud. Okay, but anyway, so now we're dealing with birthrights and feudalism. Okay, tenants. You become a tenant. You agree to become a tenant and pay some foreigner a rent. I don't remember the name of the term, y'all, but I'll get it later. Wait, let me see. If I open this book, I might be in this book for a long time. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quickly, okay? So I'm gonna look through some of the writs that I downloaded from enforcetheconstitution.org. Okay, y'all, if I have something that has that term in there or a similar term, I'm gonna read it to y'all, okay? So give me 1 second. Hold on. Oh no, I think these are all proclamations. Yeah, judicial notices and proclamation. And oh no, wait, maybe. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I can find it quickly. If not, I'm gonna keep it moving. rid of error. Rid of error, rid of error. Proclamations. Let's see. Rid of error, rid of error. Okay, here's the default judgment. Let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Stare decisis. No. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, quote one to it. Let's see. Jurisdiction and venue. Is it Scythian? Maybe it's Scythian. I don't remember. Scythian. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Matter of fact, let me check to make sure I got a signal. Before I started this, I was streaming for like, I think 25, 30 minutes. And it wasn't recording. Okay, looks like it's recording, yeah. 25, 30 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's recording. I just forgot the word. Anyway, I'll come back to it. It'll come to me. Don't worry about it. It'll come to me. So let's keep it going. Likewise, farmers and tenants. So now we're dealing with the 6th house Virgo, having to do with heritability or estate, trusts, and feudalism. And being the 3rd house from the 4th house denotes uncles and aunts by the father's side. So let me show you what he's talking about. The 3rd house from the 4th house. So I posted a community post. Y'all should check that out. Look at the community post. It's the most recent one I've done. So this is a illustration of the 12 mansions of the Zodiac. Now y'all notice that with Aries it's number 1, and then Taurus is 2, Gemini is 3, Cancer is 4, so on and so forth. And let me see, where is on this illustration, Virgo is number 6, right, y'all? I can't see it. Yeah, Virgo is number 6. And then Pisces is the last one, number 12. Now, some of these charts, when you go back a long time ago, Aries will be 0, number 0. Okay, Virgo will be number 5, and Pisces will be number 11. Number 11, okay? So this says that it says, in being the 3rd house from the 4th. So take a look at number 4. The book has Aries as number 1. So the 4th house is Cancer. And being the 3rd house from the 4th, so you would count 3 houses back. Okay? So the 3rd house, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you see that? Or 1, 2, 3. The 3rd house from the 4th. Y'all got it? 1, 2, 3. Okay? So Gemini, Taurus, Aries. The 3rd house from the 4th. The 4th is Cancer. All right? So that's how that is to be understood. All right? So it denotes uncles and aunts on your father's side. Virgo denotes uncles and aunts on your father's side. In other words, your father's brothers and sisters, your father's siblings. It is a Caden house. Oh, wait. My bad, y'all. I'm thinking about Aries. We were at, scratch what I just said. We're on Virgo, which is the 6th house. My bad. So here's Virgo. Right here. Can y'all see? That's Virgo. All right. So give me 1 second. So we're going to just count the other way. So it's the 3rd house from the 4th house. Yeah, the 3rd house from the 4th house. Let me blow these up. So here's the 4th house, and then so 1, 2, 3. It's the 3rd house from the 4th house. Y'all see that? Here's the 4th house, Cancer. So wait, I'm looking at it backwards. So 4, 5, 6. So it's the 3rd house from the 4th house. The 4th house is Cancer. The 6th house is Virgo. I hope y'all see that. Okay? All right. So where are we? Okay, so it is a Caden house having no aspect to the ascendant, and therefore is called Malfortuna, or the house of evil fortune. The house of evil fortune. Now remember, the title of this chapter is the 12 houses or mansions describe the signification or their significance, the nature. Like this person is good-natured, or this person is a bad-natured person. The quality and description. Okay? So now we're here, we see the 6th house. It says here the 6th house is called Malfortuna, or the house of evil fortune. Virgo. The Virgin Mary, the house of evil fortune. Yet Jupiter, Venus, and the dragon's head, or Mercury, be well aspected in the 6th house, and Mars behold Mercury with a friendly ray. It makes the native or current, that is the aboriginal Moor, or the aboriginal Moor who is an astrologer, right? In other words, he's in tune with nature, and he's able to read the celestial bodies, their patterns, and relate them to, of course, as above, so below, as below, so above. And that's the prophecy, right? Because they're telling a story. Anyway, it continues. It makes the native or foreign an able physician, an able medical doctor, because this is especially the house of sickness. So Virgo, the 6th house, is the house of sickness, sick in your head. Why? Because your eyes work, but your your mind doesn't perceive what they see, and your ears are working, but they don't understand. That's one sickness, right? That's a mental illness, if y'all want to accept that as Christians or not. He continues. If he or she undertake that employment, okay? The employment of a physician, medical doctor. And in this case, if the moon rule over the 5th house or the 10th house, and be well aspected to those planets, or the cups of the 6th house, and the querent be a female, that means the astrologer asking the question be a female, she should then make a very successful nurse or doctor. Of colors, it notes black. The Black Madonna that the Christians worship, the Catholics rather, the Pope rather. Actually, all throughout Europe, you'll find the Madonna, and she's very dark complected, okay? Or the Moabitus, okay? Virgo. And rejoices here. The chief co-significators are Scorpio and Mercury. Well, that makes sense, right? Because it used to be Virgo, Scorpio. But you got to remember, black here is not talking about black as we understand the connotative meaning of black today. The way I understand black at that time is the denotative meaning: shining, brilliant, bright, burning, like the sun sun, okay? How long have we been going? 48 minutes. Hold on, y'all. Okay, the seventh house obtained judgment requiring marriage of the native or querent. Marriage. So you gotta remember, what does he mean by marriage? Think, what does he mean by marriage? Is he talking about a Christian marriage where you have to get the Christian powers involved in order to have that marriage? Or is he talking about an ancient relationship between a man and a woman before there ever was a Han, Uman, or a human on the face of the planet? Okay? It describes the person inquired after, whether male or female. All sorts of love questions. So if you're thinking about getting into a relationship with a woman or a man, well, you should be dealing with the seventh house, right? The seventh house obtained judgment requiring marriage of the native or querent, the autochthonous Moor. It describes a person inquired thereafter. So it's going to tell you about yourself or your mate. Whether male or female, all sorts of love questions, reasons, etc. Also of public enemies. So these would be the extremes, right? Love and enemies. Opposites. All persons with whom the querent is dealing in business. So now we're talking about close, intimate relationships with partners in quarrels, lawsuits, duels. If in astrology, the artist himself. It being the fourth house from the fourth. It signifies the father's father. So this would be your father's father. And from it give judgment of thieves and theft of person stealing. Oh, wow. So the seventh house is going to tell you who's stealing. If there's an issue about who stole something. So if Aries is the first house, the seventh house would be Libra. Okay, if Aries is counted as number 0, the seventh house, hold on. If Aries is counted as 0, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh house would be Scorpio. Okay? So let's continue. Whether man or woman, okay, talk about the thief, whether the man or the woman stole something. Wives or sweethearts, neighbors, etc., their shapes, the body type, descriptions, phenotype, and conditions whether nobly or ignobly born. And by the way, y'all, I saw, let me see if I've been meaning to share this for a long time. I haven't done it. If I can find it in a regular dictionary, I'll share it with y'all. I found some really interesting information on our title, Il and Al, but it was in a very old law dictionary. I don't know if it's online. No, it's not. No, it's not here. It has to do with noble birth. It's a European. It has to do with noble birth and something, I don't remember the details, but there was a slight variation. I think one may have been of royal birth, the other one may have been of aristocratic birth. I gotta check it again. So whether nobly or ignobly born. In all annual, all yearly ingresses of the Escheat sun, it may be known whether war or peace. So when the sun enters into the seventh house, it's carrying information, electromagnetic information about war and peace is being emitted to the earth, to those who can read it, to those who are literate. And who shall overcome also of fugitives or runaways, all outlawed men. Wow. What is this sign? Uranus. I think this is Uranus, y'all. I don't remember the sign. Give me 1 second. I got to check this sign. Y'all know our ancestors only recognized 7 planets, right? Hold on, y'all. For some reason, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's Uranus. It's Uranus. I was right. Okay. So Uranus in this house denotes divorces. Now remember, our ancestors did not know anything about Uranus. It's not mentioned in the ancient literature. It's new. Uranus in this house, in the seventh house, denotes divorces, parting, so breaking up. You divorce, families separate, business partners separate, infidelities, so cheating, okay, and cruelties in marriage. Saturn or Mars or the moon ill-placed or badly aspected in the seventh house shows unfortunate marriages. So these are people you should not take as a consort, okay, if that's what your chart is showing. All right, so Venus or Jupiter, excellent wives or husbands, as the current may be male or female in the question or nativity chart, right? Or the horary question. Color, dark or blackish or blue-black. It is the west angle and is masculine, okay? So the seventh house, let me go back. Let me show it. So remember, Aries is the east house. Aries is the golden gate. Aries is the point of right ascension or right ascension meridian. So hold on. Let me pull it back up. Oh, here it is. So in this one, Aries is number 1. And what house are we dealing with? The 7th house is Libra. The 7th house is Libra. All right, so that's Libra is on the west, Aries is on the east, okay? Y'all see it? Number 1, that's Aries on the east. That would be the vernal equinox or the spring equinox, right ascension, RA, right ascension meridian, RAM. Okay, the Ram. And then on the west, you see Libra. Okay, which would be the fall equinox, September 22nd. Autumn equinox on the west. Okay, so the west gate. If I see that, the west gate. Cancer would be the north gate, the summer solstice, and then of course Capricorn is the south gate, which is the winter solstice. Okay, y'all? And combined, it's the cross, right? It's also this, all right? And it's masculine. Okay, so actually I only wanted to go through Virgo. I got lost. I got caught up. Now, what we're gonna do? Where are we? We got time. So we're gonna go into the Gospel in the Stars. Gospel in the Stars, and we're gonna get into Virgo. Okay, so this is the Gospel in the Stars by Joseph A. Seiss, published in 1882, 10 years before the astrology of the Old Testament, the lost word regained. Okay? But this is going to be much more interesting. So here we are, page 19, the sign of Virgo. Here we go, y'all. There we are, the sign of Virgo. Page 19. So here we go, let's get into it. The sign of Virgo. I begin with Virgo. Listen to what the author says. I begin with Virgo, which I take to be the first sign in the Zodiac. Not Aries, not Aries. I begin with Virgo, which I take to be the first sign in the Zodiac, according to its original intent and reading. According to its original intent and reading. Okay? I think a lot of people may have disagreed with me when they heard me saying this early on, but now here we see Seiss. Seiss agrees that Virgo is the first zodiac sign. Y'all remember when I was telling y'all about the fall equinox, the covenant of grace? The Moors have an inheritance, a birthright, so we were born into the covenant of grace, which is the harvest, and not the covenant of labor. Not the covenant of labor, the covenant of work, which is the spring equinox, which is Aries. Do y'all see that? Let me read it one more again. It's all about birthright. Page 19. The sign of Virgo. I begin with Virgo, which I take to be the first sign in the zodiac according to its original intent and reading. That's the harvest. Grace. You got your corn, you got your barley, you got all your grains, right? Barley and corn or wheat. The harvest is August, and then you got September, culminating with the grape harvest, right? You did nothing for it. Mother Earth does everything. Okay? Y'all remember that? Year-round harvest. The zodiac of Esne, E-S-N-E, begins with this sign. Let me see if I can find it. The zodiac of Esne begins with Virgo. Oh, that's Dendera zodiac. If this is correct. If this is correct, that's Dendera in Kemet. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Let me show y'all. Oh, he's talking about the Sphinx. The Sphinx, right? So the head of the Sphinx is Virgo. And then the body is a lion. So that's Virgo, the first zodiac sign, and then the last zodiac sign would be the lion, Leo. Y'all see it? Y'all can pause the video on the replay. Pause it on the replay if you want to study it, okay? Or just Google search ESNE Zodiac. Hold on. I'm trying to get a good picture. So I'm gonna, y'all take a look at this. Right. I'm looking at it backwards, okay? Oh. Okay. All right. Hold on. The images are not so clear, y'all. So y'all, looks like you're gonna have to do this yourself. All right, but it's there. All right. Okay. One moment. So here's an example of some of the images y'all can find. Now, what this person would be classified as black or white today, y'all. Take a look at that. Y'all be honest. How would this person be classified today in terms of race? Black or white? Hold on. Let me screenshot it. And y'all be honest, okay? Don't be political. Just be honest. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Don't be political. Just be honest. How would this person be classified today in the US or anywhere in the world for that matter? Because they ran this hustle all over the world. Would they be classified as black or white? Black or white? Asian? Hispanic? What do y'all say? Filipino? India? Indian? That would be Asian, right? What do y'all think? Be honest. Y'all see this is supposed to be Sagittarius, right? Hold on. Take a look at the head. It has a head of a lion. Looks like a lion. Y'all see the head at the back? Ooh. Y'all see the head at the back? Is that a lion's head, y'all? I can't make out what that is. So it reads here on the website, it says the clean depiction of Sagittarius from the temple of Esna. Y'all can read it for yourself. Okay? All right. I begin with Virgo, which I take to be the first sign of the Zodiac according to its original intent and reading. The Zodiac of Esna begins with Virgo. The story has no right starting point, continuity, or end, except as we commence from Virgo. Except that we start, except for the first zodiac sign or the first constellation is Virgo. I also have the statement from the best authorities that the custom was universal among the ancients to reckon or to count from Virgo all the way over to Leo. Y'all heard that? I hope that puts this to rest. The beginning of the natural year for Moors is the harvest time. All right? The autumn or fall equinox. The autumn or fall equinox, the covenant of grace. That's the natural beginning of our year. Now, y'all, again, This is The Gospel in the Stars by Joseph A. Seiss, published in 1892. Okay? This guy had no idea whatsoever that we would ever get our hands on this book. The Zodiac of Escheat, that's in Kemet, begins with Virgo. The story has no right starting point, continuity, or end, except as we commence or we start from Virgo. I also have the statement from the best authorities that the custom, that's the custom of starting the first zodiac with Virgo, that means right ascension happened in Virgo, not Aries. Right ascension was counted from Virgo, not Aries. I also have the statement from the best authorities that the custom was universal among the ancients. All of our ancient ancestors began the zodiac, or the first zodiac sign, the first constellation for right ascension meridian. They started with Virgo. That means it's the Christians who changed it over to number one being Aries, right ascension meridian, Aries. They changed it from the covenant of work to the covenant of labor. They changed it from the covenant of grace to the covenant of work and labor, which is Aries. I also have the statement from the best authorities that the custom was universal among the ancients to reckon from Virgo round to Leo, and that's the Sphinx, the head of the woman and the Sphinx. Let me show y'all. All right. So here we are. Here's the Sphinx. That head is Virgo, y'all. The Sphinx is astrological. So the first zodiac sign, which is where the sun crosses over the equator, beginning of spring, the first day of spring, hence vernal or spring equinox. Okay? Happened in Virgo, which is the covenant of grace. Grace, of course, that's your birthright. You get everything for free, you don't work for it. And then you see the back or the body of Virgo is Leo. Leo would have been the last zodiac sign. All right, so counting from 1 with Virgo, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 would be Leo the lion. Y'all see that? And then the Christians came along and changed it and put the entire world in bondage. The covenant of work, the covenant of labor, bondage. Remember Virgo? Virgo represents what? Bondman and bondwoman. Okay, day laborers and all of that stuff. Remember from page 179. Y'all think it's on page 179 by mistake or coincidence? Absolutely not. Now it continues. And in this sign of Virgo, if anywhere among the starry groups we find the primary idea in the evangelic presentation. Oh, that's not a good sentence. And in this sign of Virgo, if anywhere among the stars. Oh, okay. So he's saying in Virgo we find the primary idea in the evangelical or evangelic presentation. But what's the idea? I didn't understand that scripture. Is not clear. I mean, that sentence is not clear. So let's continue into the paragraph. Okay, now look, y'all. Look at what Virgo has in her hands. Y'all see the sheaf of wheat, the sheaf of wheat or corn in her hand, right here? Y'all see that? The foundation doctrine of all religion, the existence of an eternal and almighty capital G-O-D, the originator, preserver, and great father of all things, is assumed as belonging to the natural intuitions of a right man. No, I would disagree. Unless they mean a right man is a man who has been indoctrinated with Christianity from birth or through terrorism. The presence of the universe is the invincible demonstration of eternal power and Godhead. And y'all remember, God is an injected word. It's an injected word, it's not there. So they have given you this term God, which is really, it's just a word, it's a verb transitive. It's dog spelled backward. It's good minus one of the O's. It's Sirius the dog star. Let me show y'all. It's Sirius the dog star, literally. It's the modern spelling of Odin and Woden. It's the same deity. Let me see if I can give y'all a picture of Sirius the dog star. Canis, Canis minor. Canis minor, major and minor. Okay, y'all? So here we are. So even when you invoke God, it's still astrological, but it has many meanings, right? Because dog is God, is an entagram, or antigram rather, of dog. Is dog spelled backward. And you must remember also that in the ancient Ibaryath, which is remixed today as biblical Hebrew, there is no capital letters. There are no capital letters. There are no lowercase letter. Here's another image. See, Canis minor, the dog. Now, y'all look at that. Spell dog backwards. Can y'all see that? Canis major and Canis minor. Y'all see dog? Spell that backward is God, right? This is the dog constellation. Also this one. Everybody see that? Major and minor. So they completely played you on this notion or this concept of God. All right? They created this concept and then gave you the idea that it's this all-powerful being when it's none of that. Okay, page 87, you can get the whole story. Y'all see that? There's your God, Israel. Dog spelled backward. The antigram of dog. All right? Y'all want to continue being stupid? Babes in Christ? Okay, so let's continue. The presence of the universe is the invincible demonstration of eternal power and Godhead? No, it is evidence of consciousness, intelligence. All right, consciousness. Right, consciousness. The first Hermetic law. All is mind. Thought. He continues, so that those who are without excuse, who fail to see that there is a God, or do not glorify him as God. So if you don't see who you are within context of us being on earth, if you don't see who you are, you got major problems. So you are thought made manifest from the soil. You are thought. You are the law. You are quote unquote God. Psalms 82:6. All right, y'all? Hope y'all see it. Okay, Psalms 82:6, KJV says, I have said, ye are gods. All of you are sons of the Most High. NIV. Okay, NIV reads, I said, you are gods. You are all sons of the Most High. And y'all should keep in mind, by Most High, he's talking about the sun sun at its zenith at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a projection of consciousness, right? Which is thought. Which is thought. And you are thought made manifest from the land. Okay? And you are the law. This is why the image of Thoth is known to have his stylus, his pen, and his what? His writing table, where he is said to have written over 40,000 volumes. Well, not him personally, but this is the collective consciousness of law, or something like that. And that's who you are. You are thought made manifest from the soil. You are the S-O-N of the S-U-N. You are the son of the sun. Okay? All right? So we autochthonous Moors, we are the gods, connotatively speaking, we are the gods on earth. And you got a problem, like the author says, so that those are without excuse who fail to see that there is a God. If you fail to see who you are, there's no excuse, okay? And you don't glorify him as God. You don't glorify yourself. You don't put and keep yourself in your higher self, all right, which is the Christ, all right? And y'all should remember that glorify simply means shine, shiny. Sun, the S-U-N sun, the rays of the sun, bright. Okay, blah, bright. Or the blight or glorified morn, the blackamoor, in its original meaning. The shining, glorified morn, the God. All right? Revelation is something super added to nature, which nature itself cannot reach. Assuming the majesty of capital G-O-D and the sinfulness of man, right? The man who is in debt, the man who is in bondage, the stateless man, okay? As opposed to what? The majesty of God. This is the man or the Moor who has his birthright, and his birthright, right? His nobility. As things evident to natural reason and observation, its main subject is the way of salvation through Jesus Christ. And guess what, y'all? You are Jesus Christ. You are the Christ. But you're also the devil. So in other words, nobody's going to save you but yourself. Right? The gospel of grace. The gospel of grace, y'all know, that's talking about the autumn or fall equinox. That's the covenant of grace, the contract of grace. That's Deuteronomy chapter 28, 1 through 14, the blessings. Okay, so the gospel of grace of God through his only begotten Son. So the S-O-N of the S-U-N, the Son of the Son. If you've seen the Father, you've seen the Son, right? The S-O-N is the same word and has the same meaning as the S-U-N in German and Dutch languages. This is the one great theme of the Bible and of the prime evil, astronomy. As Christians, we believe in a virgin-born Savior. Y'all hear that? As Moors, we don't. We confess and hold our Lord Jesus Christ, quote unquote, was conceived by the Holy Ghost, born of the Virgin Mary. And we don't believe that, right? That's religious doctrine. Remixed from astrology. That's called astrotheology, okay? So JC was pre-announced in the text. And so the evangelists testify of the facts concerning him. To deny this is to deny the fundamental features of the whole Christian system and to disable the whole doctrine of Han Uman, of human salvation. And that Han Uman salvation is on earth. It's called Christian powers, Christian military powers, and their fiat central bank debt system. So the author just told you how to free yourself. He just told you. This is a high-level Freemason, right? Who made it to the highest levels, the highest degrees. That's how he knows this stuff. This is only for select men. They call chosen and perfect men. He just told you. To deny this is to deny the fundamental features of the whole Christian system and to disable the whole doctrine of human salvation. What's the whole doctrine of human salvation? Jesus dying on the cross to save you. And therefore you ain't got to do nothing but believe in Jesus and wait on him to come and save you and your heirs. That's how we get out of this, right? We have to come out of that religious mindset where some external God, some solar deity is going to come save you. And we have to save ourselves. Save ourselves, just like Dorothy did in The Wizard of Oz. Just like Dorothy did in The Wizard of Oz. And the dog pulled the curtain off of the human. The dog. Well, remember, dog is the dog constellation, spelled backwards. Right? Canis Major and Canis Minor. So it was if you understand the story, so it was the stars. It was nature, it was the stars that pulled that curtain off of that hybrid and exposed him as being the little man who had absolutely no power. Okay? His power was only imaginary through his levers and machines or through their computers. Y'all see it? So Toto, y'all should see the community post I put up here about Toto. So you save yourself, right? And then the cosmos will reveal things to you. And this is what the humans, the Han-Umans, don't want you to know. That we are connected. We're connected to the cosmos, to nature. And we got a direct line. All we need to do is what? Be about the business that we're supposed to be about, which is living harmonically with nature. And then what we need to know will come to us through our effort. Right? Through our effort. And how is that going to happen? How are you going to accelerate that? Ensure that it's going to be successful through your imagination, the workshop of the mind, and your reticular activating system, your subconscious mind, right? That servo mechanism, right? Okay? And things will happen. That's the way it's designed. You don't need to understand it. All you need to do is look at the results and watch out and expect the positive results. Okay, y'all? So yeah, it was Toto. It was the dog. It was nature. It was the heavenly bodies. See? Y'all see it? And the game was up once the little hybrid was exposed as a little weakling. All of this stuff, this fear that he's causing through his machines is all psychological. Okay? Once that was exposed, it was finished. And let's continue. So the author tells you how to get from under their control, how to destroy their system without doing anything but what? Freeing yourself, returning to your culture, living according to the ways of our ancient foremothers and forefathers. You don't have to care about what they do. You just go about doing what you need to do. Forget about them. Okay? They don't have the power to overtake you. We already have evidence. Y'all go to enforcetheconstitution.org. You can see the first-hand evidence yourself of the cases that our people have been successful with defending their birthright. All right? So you don't have to worry about that. You learn this and enforce. You don't have to worry about what they do, because what they do doesn't matter. What matters is what you do and what you say and how you use your mind. All right? So I'm going to stop right here. We're going to pick this back up, y'all. Page 21 is where we're going to begin in The Gospel in the Stars by Joseph A. Seiss. All right? So y'all make sure y'all download this. It's a free PDF. I don't know if I put the link. I may have put the link in the community section, y'all. But here it is. This is what you want to download. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to do this the same way with each of the 12 houses, okay? So I'm going to read the house in astrology of the stars, and then I'm going to come back after that and come back and read it out of the Gospel in the Stars by Seiss, okay? And if there's something good, we have 3 supplementals. Let me see. The other one is Witness of the Stars. Let me see. Let's see if we have anything Virgo. We want to say, oh yeah, Virgo. Chapter 1, Virgo, the virgin, a woman bearing a branch in her right hand and an ear of corn in her left, the promised seed of the woman. So we're definitely gonna go through this, okay? So actually, I'm quite happy to finally took us. We're 78, 79 videos in, y'all, before we got to really go into some supplementals. Into our supplementals. But I did do some of the supplemental a couple months ago. Hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah. So we're also gonna go through this, y'all. Okay, so make sure you download both, get both books. Okay. So E.W. Bollinger, The Witness of the Stars, The Heavens Declare the Glory of God, Psalms 19:1. All right, everybody see that? This is what you need to look for. You can get this off of archives, archives.org. All right, y'all see it? Okay. Yeah, this is also talking about the temple in Dendera, the temple of Esna. All right, y'all. So we got some stuff to do. All right. Shalom, y'all. Islam to all the Moors. I self-law and master. I self-law. Adept master. So I'll be back in about, and also as we're able, we're going to continue to go into the treaty, and we're going to go into the Constitution and the cases. So we're going to be going through all of these documents, okay, y'all? So this should be very, very educational. So y'all make sure y'all invite people so that they can learn. Me, myself, I've never seen anybody do what I'm doing. You know, maybe somebody's doing it in classes, private classes. I haven't seen it, you know, with astrotheology, and now we're dealing with actually chapter 14. That's astrology. So we're dealing with astrology right now, right? Astrology and astrotheology. All right, y'all. I see y'all on the next one. Give me about 12 to 24 hours. I'll be back.